Alright, well I managed to not get DC'd in that time period, so that's cool. Oh, but I gotta join the party this week. Wow, and it worked on the first try and everything. Amazing, I didn't even get kicked for being AFK.
What a time.
Yeah, no, times are good. So, for the sake of those watching the stream, basically got the machinist less. It's interesting to note, actually, Regan, though the workbenches are just the temporary ones, because they aren't with any quote-unquote faction. I mean, they technically are. Like it counts as a scavenger. Cabin, if you look at the splash image for it, just like how the Stillwind is a nomad gun. But in any case, because I don't think it's part of an actual workbench, the crafting time is instant. It doesn't have the normal 21-hour time. So I got all the materials to craft it yesterday, so I also received it immediately yesterday when I crafted it, which was pretty fucking snazzy. So my plan's to make a train build with the gun mount wheels once I have enough of them, but as I don't at the moment, I decided I would take inspiration from my other build, the helicopter build, and basically have internal hovers to allow a build to float, and basically make a Maglev train, since it's more of like a tram, or a Skytrain, or an LRT, or whatever you want to call it, cabin, than like an actual choo-choo train one. But I'm also going to make a train, because why the fuck not? I have the horn, I have the closest cabin we currently have, and I'm going to have gun mount wheels. There's really nothing stopping me. So I'm going to do that as well, but in the meantime, yeah, I made a Maglev, and yes, it is multi-directional, and yes, it is obviously functional, I think, as evidenced by me doing hard raids with it, so. Very exciting times in the train world.
Sure seems like it.
Well, the better part too, Regan, is now that you have hovers as well, and the machinist cabin, in theory we could make like an actual like train and like couple them together.
Sounds pretty good.
Sounds like a absolute bitch to steer.
Yep.
But could also be fun.
So when we put it together?
Well, I guess the question is, are we even sticking around on Crossout? Because we have Division.
I'll check on how long the trial is.
I want to say it's like 6 hours, which is more than we're going to do tonight, I imagine. Or sorry, that's more than we're going to do. Yeah. Like, I mean, unless you're planning on staying up until like literally midnight to do it, but I figure not, so we'd be able to test it today, and then if I have nothing for work tomorrow, then I'd be able to be on earlier tomorrow, can do stuff then before reset, do reset, and then play some more. I don't know, I mean, yeah, definitely. Sorry, I'm definitely talking over you. Yes, you probably would be wise to find out how long the trial is.
Yeah, as for tomorrow, I avoided all adult responsibilities today and played with plants, so I might be on later, we'll see.
Rough. Imagine talking about your plant babies as if they weren't adult responsibilities.
Like, they didn't need to get repotted today,
but I don't know,
definitely
apparently they appreciate it.
They do, they're so happy. Or I'm happy and just, projecting that on them.
I was gonna say, I've definitely seen sad plants. I don't think I've ever seen a plant that's explicitly been happy. Now that being said, I did get romaine hearts a little bit ago, and they were like the happiest looking romaine hearts I'd ever seen. Like, they were huge hearts. They weren't like small ones. They were all like very like green and crisp and like juicy. And that was probably the most recent time that I thought, man, those are some happy plants. But then I proceeded to wash them and put them in containers, and I thought that would be fine, but it turns out produce doesn't like being washed and then stored. So they got all moldy, so I threw out like 2/3 of it. So this time I didn't wash them, and I sorted them into containers, and I put them in the fridge, and then those also got moldy. So I think the solution is just to chuck the entire fucking heart in like an airproof container and just hope for the best that it stops turning moldy, because I cannot for the life of me like go through 6 romaine hearts in like 2 months when I just use them on sandwiches. I don't use them on, you know, like if I made salads, obviously it would be less of an issue, but
I can't say I know what romaine hearts are.
lettuce, but instead of a ball, it's a stick. If that makes sense.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So, yeah, I'm trying to think. I think asparagus would probably be a good example of how it grows. Like, it's just basically a lot of layers around a central, like, cluster. I thought it was literally, like, some variant of lettuce, but apparently it's romaine. Why it's called a heart, I've got no fucking clue, but...
Well, like, artichoke hearts are a thing.
Yeah.
I'd say Google probably has the answer.
That's fair.
Or how to...
Very busy being a maglev train, you know how it is. Actually, come to think of it, I can probably ram the fuck out of these guys. I have my cabin on front, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, there we go. It's using your head. Be cooler if I had some sort of like plus damage melee part on the front, but this thing literally has no connection pips on its face. It's all on the top, sides, bottom, and back, which is unfortunate. Plus it has a lip, like the Cerberus cabin, so you can't even like stick stuff straight out underneath of it either.
Use frames and build around the lip, and then
Well,
toss a single bore on. Problem solved.
I mean, I don't have enough energy for it, but...
Oh, yikes.
Like, I did originally have the Apollo on the build, in the back to help balance it out, but the problem was the Apollo plus all this other stuff was, like, crazy overweight. Mind you, I'm already using a plus tonnage engine, I was gonna say movement parts, but, like, I'm only using 4 of the hovers, so they're not, like, great, admittedly. Like, I'm only at, like, half of my max mass.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm only using 4 fucking hovers and an engine on, like, the second heaviest cabin in the game, so.
Like if you have mass to spare.
Why don't?
No.
That's what I'm saying. That like
yeah,
I literally couldn't equip the Apollo because of the mass. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's kind of how my build looks like when they actually like destroy my movement parts.
It's a little rough.
I mean, I can still navigate with this one hover, which is funny, and it's like half protected by the cabin, but
sweet. Oh, how many hovers do you think would be needed for the combo build?
I mean, I'm not recommending doing it. But if you were serious about it, like mine is using 4. Like if you wanted to literally just make like a carbon copy of it and slap it on backwards, then it would just be 4 as well.
Okay. Yeah, I only have 2 at the moment, so.
Why?
Yeah, so I'll have. That's all I needed for the bird build.
Right. I forgot that's the reason you got it. I am going to spend a kit. For I am probably the most throw-y person here. And then homie spawns in anyway. Dang, bruh. Should've just let me save my kit and spawn in to begin with.
You saw the tacklers, it would take too long or something.
I mean, I will. Like, like, their tacklers post-nerf, they're not wrong. Which is so whack. Like, they literally said they designed them to be longer range than the protectors. Their entire perk is, like, the longer you fire, the better, rather than spacing out fire. It's like, and then they nerf its, like, spread. It's so at odds with itself. It's like, if you swapped the protectors perk and it would be fine, because you tap fire at a distance to get the bonus up. But instead, it's like, you're meant to like get in close and just hold the trigger, which is the opposite of what they were telling us it was supposed to be for. I don't fucking get it. I might go make a rant about it on the subreddit, but that would be, rant is probably an overstatement. Hyperbole. Oh, I have 3. I have 3 messages. Hopefully none of those are crazy important. What are we doing? We're doing the other hard raid now. The other data theft. What is it? Copper. Okay. Let's see.
Ooh, got level 75. Got a lighthouse? I want to check that out.
Yeah, it's for the firing range, if that makes any difference.
That's why I was interested in it. It's just a lighthouse. I am a fan.
What is... this? Okay, done talking on Reddit for now. Gotta edit those comments, you know, be concise,
Of course.
clear, crispy. Alright, 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 I'm a Maglev, I'm a train. We are in a 2-person thing, rough. I definitely didn't make the adjustments I was wanting to do, rough. That's alright. Oh, ready to go. Oh, actually, come to think of it, we do still have the seasonal premium boost thingy. So is it a good idea to play Division? Ho hum diddly dum. Excellent questions. Which also reminds me, I have Discord. Man, so busy today, talking to like 3 people.
It seems like it, yeah.
Wow.
Do you want me to hold off on grabbing the generator?
Nah, should be good. What is it? 5. 11:30 is time. 10:30 our time. Yeah. Yeah. Math checks it.
All comes together. Got it.
How are you already on fire, yo? Oh, that's
Me?
your generator.
No on fire. Oh yes, it is. Just kidding. Saw the smoke.
I mean, to be fair, AoE is kind of, you know, the fire starter's job. So.
Yep.
As you face heavy. They're coming from the north.
Oh, for doing stuff tonight, good to stick on Crossout until stuff goes bad. That works
So
for me.
immediately after we finish raids.
Could give multiplayer. Might be better than less.
Could be. Won't be. Could be. Yeah, well, I'm just thinking, like... What am I thinking? You'll have 80 fuel after this, as will I. If you want to double check and make sure you have all your hard raid and easy raid complete when we're done this, because then we could probably wait and see what the plastic raid is after reset. I think it's an escort at the moment.
Okay.
Although we could do that and see if me pushing the truck reduces rewards, but I also don't want to reduce plastic rewards. But like if say it is, like we could just, yeah. Well, it'll probably be about 10-2 when we're done this mission, and then we will have like enough time to do like 3-4 matches of PvP. And then if, you know, we have plastic raid after that, then we'll probably be capped on the daily EXP boost, especially between the flags and...
Premium?
Yeah, thank you. So, could probably hop to Division at that point. Yeah, I think, did you end up looking up how long the trial is in the, like, 5-10 minutes you had of free time?
Definitely forgot. Can do that after this.
Yeah. You know, for someone whose generator's on fire, you've done a pretty good job of not dying yet.
Exactly. Now it's just my cabin that's on fire. GTZ.
Oh, did it blow up? Your entire like left side is missing, or did you just leave the fuel tanks on?
Yes.
Let's see.
To both actually. My generator is blown up.
I'm surprised you still have those other ones then. The other guns. How frequently do you run into issues with like mines, or like specifically like the actual explosive mines or fire?
I don't pay attention too often, if I'm gonna be honest, so probably couldn't give you a good answer. Multiplayer fire is a problem.
Well, I was just thinking, because I know I mentioned a couple of times that like you could move your fuel tanks underneath, and then you could replace your Ampere with a PU1 charge, and then you'd probably be significantly harder to kill on the raid side of things, even if you left your fuel tanks on, especially because you now have the option of using the freight train plow underneath, because I don't think the train plow touches the ground, right? Yeah, it looks like you have like a pip and a half, so you could probably slap the freight train plow on the... Oh shit, there goes my hours. Wow, I am rocked.
Oh, what's up?
It's literally forcing me on my side. Like, even if you unflip me, I'm still just gonna be stuck on my... Actually, now I'm not, because my hovers are gone. My entire build is gone. Hey, problem solved. Alright.
Wait, so, don't do that, got it?
Well, they got my back 2 hovers, so I was front heavy, but I was also, like... I had one hover on the front facing one direction, and one hover on the back facing the other, so it just, like, spun me to the side and flipped me. And, like, I wouldn't be able to unflip because it's the direction the hovers are pointing that's forcing me to go. So.
Nice.
Yeah, losing, like, any more than one hover is basically a death sentence on this build.
So, what the skin was for?
Don't have enough energy or mass.
Yikes.
This should be the last wave if you want to start heading back towards the other one. I don't know normally if you have enough time to get there or not.
Usually I'm behind quite a bit, so you will roll out.
Yay, math. Yeah, would maxing out the daily bonus and then hopping to division work for you, or?
Yep.
I mean, I guess to be fair too, you could just like play it by yourself and muck about with it. I don't know. I don't remember what the FTUE is like because I played the. You remember how I said I had 3 different versions of Siege on my Xbox at one point? It's the same way with Division 2. And Division, fun fact.
Got a lot of conquest there.
Well, like if they select you for like the tech test, then they'll also select you for the other stuff because, you know, why not? So, like, I don't know if it's an auto-in, but every single time I've applied for, like, any test and been accepted, all the future ones I'm also, like, accepted for.
Cool.
So... yeah. Plus, I, like, pre-ordered the Collector's Edition for Division 1 and Siege. So, I don't know if that necessarily makes me a good noodle in their books, but it did, for instance, also guarantee me access into the closed beta for both of those.
Okay.
So. But yeah, anyway, interesting to note that not the Warlords of New York, but actually, sorry, I'll back up. So, it's a loot shooter. It kind of works like Warframe, but not. So, you have your main character that you can level up to 30. You can, and then that's the quote-unquote max level. Once you hit 30, then you have a,
Sorry.
a like end game leveling system called gear level, which like basically you start back at like level quote-unquote 0, and then each level 30 item after that is going to have a number of points assigned to it, like 1 or 30 or 200 or 600, and each of those increase your power. So a gear level 600 piece is going to be stronger than a gear level 200, but they're all
Yep.
level 30. So it's basically like a second leveling system once you hit cap.
Okay.
And then each weapon is the same, and then you have different armor parts, etc. So you do have a leveling system and then another leveling system. Because you also have gadgets, you have those that also level up and have their own upgrade paths. And they have their own like abilities and whatnot. There is quite a bit of progression for that, so I think there's like 8 or 10 gadgets. You can only keep 2 equipped at a time though. So I went the war crime route, so I used a mortar, a flame mortar with a gas grenade launcher. So I basically covered an area with like flammable gas and then just lit it on fire with mortar shells. So once I forget the exact system, but once you reach a certain level or complete certain challenges or gear something to a certain extent, like I said, I forget, each of the weapons basically has a specialized like pro version, which acts a little bit differently. And there's 8 of those total. Like I said, I just went the war crime route, so I also got a revolver grenade launcher.
Okay.
Thanks for flipping on a slope boss, very cool. But there are 7 others, and like I said, I don't recall to what extent it was like difficult or grindy or whatnot to reach any of those. The Ultimate Edition for Division, so once again, not the New York one, or sorry. So there's 3 options. There's the $11.99 basic bitch one. There's the $20 one, which includes the first game. There's the, I want to say, $30 one, which includes the DLC, which I have no idea what it is, because like I said, I wasn't there when it was out, when it was released. And then there's the like complete deluxe full edition. So that, I was looking into it, that gives you instantly level 30, and then it also gives you access to, I think, all 8 of those gear specializations. So it's basically for like $10 more than the one with the DLC. You get the DLC, and then you also like basically skip the entire grind of like to the mid-game point to start doing the end game grind. So I don't know if that's of any interest to you or if you'll even like the game or anything. But that being said, if you did go that route, that would like pretty much immediately put you on par with where I am or where Stuart is or pretty much anybody else on the game in the end game progression category.
Interesting. Okay. I'll keep that in mind for after I play it and go from there, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, full YOLO is solid.
Please don't kill me, nice boss. Damn. You want to kit it or shall I?
I've used one this round already.
Alright.
So, yeah, if it die again, I can do another one.
I am definitely not going to die again.
Righty.
If I didn't like bonk into stuff, I wouldn't have even died that time. But alas, I bonked. Well, that is a absolute shit ton of copper.
Oh my. You get used to that.
No, if only it was worth anything.
It's like, what, $5? Crossout bucks?
It's like $40. So like it's actually not bad. It's just not good compared to electronics. Yeah, so if you want to check your raids, and I can look up how long the Division trial is probably. I'm sure the information's public.
Yeah, I think yesterday it was, I want to say 3 days. So probably down to 2.
For
Sure
up to level 8 and for a maximum duration of 8 hours.
Oh, I see. Cool.
Yeah, so that's, and then as expected, once you purchase the game. If you do, then you will keep your progression. So
Sweet. Yep, I'm all done on raids.
okay. I have messages from work. Interesting. Concerned Ape, the creator of
Stardew, right?
yeah, has made a has collaborated with someone to do a competition for a prize pool of $40,000.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna eat that in news. I have no idea what that entails. I assume it's speed run, but it's a mystery. All right. Right. So, well, we definitely have time for a match before all raids reset.
What power score?
One moment. Probably just 7. Or do you have the 7,000 build ready?
It's just a few seconds to do, so.
Okay. Yeah, let's probably do that then. What were you saving up for again? I know it's always like 5 different things.
I think the next one is Jules.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I got the Ghost on the market for the other build. It was on the market. I probably pull that down.
Yeah, your call either way. Might I suggest, if you have 400 coins, putting up an offer for the P1 charge? Because like I said, that is going to make a significant difference of durability on your Bastion build, especially since that seems to be your go-to for like raids and PvP.
Yep. Hardware, right?
Yeah, it's the heavy cyan generator.
Match started. Have to do it next time.
Because like I said, you could move the fuel tanks underneath, and that would help you with durability on that front, other than against fire. But I mean, like, fire also fucks up your things where they currently are, so it's kind of a, you know, you kind of don't really have any other options anyway.
I can make a tower and then.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, you could literally do that. Like some people do, where they'll stick like the fuel tanks in the back of their build, right?
Yeah.
Where even if they blow up, they won't damage them. Well, yeah, because like the Ampere is obviously pretty small, and normally you can armor it to make up for like its really low health, but that's obviously difficult on your current build. And the P1 charge has, I think, 4 or 5 times the health, and it is like only 2/3 of the explosive potential. So, gonna be hell of a lot safer for your build.
That dude's running Tsunami, by the way.
Yeah, I noticed.
But yeah, I can toss one in. I got an extra money right now.
An extra money?
Yep.
I don't even know what power score we're at. I'm surprised we're fighting somebody who's running a Tsunami up.
Close to 7,000 to 8,000 right now.
Yeah, which one are they? Oh, we might be fucked. We are definitely fucked. Who was it? Not that guy, TK Dawson. Shout out to our homie with 25 health, just like Zerg rushing a bot with 2 machine guns. No fear of death.
It's a method.
Yeah, they're lucky it's focus firing the other fucking bot. Oh man, Peach. All you gotta do is hit him like twice. And again, our almost dead dude lives because somebody else was distracting him. Nope, never mind. Okay, well it was almost a good match.
Soon.
That wasn't bad overall.
Yeah. Better than yesterday's. Yikes.
To be fair, if I hadn't like full yellowed, it probably would have gone better. But like it wasn't, well, like it wasn't a bad match overall. Like other than the one dude with the Tsunami, like nobody was running like super whack ass relic or legendary weapons. So.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. So for plastic raid, it is not frontier defense. It is perimeter breach. So do you want to do that, or do you want to just do PvP until we hit the limit?
I'm good to do the raid.
Okay. I have a better question. Are we doing Crossout until we hit the limit and then hopping to Division, or do you just want to stick on Crossout today?
I thought the plan was to reach the limit and then hop over.
Well, that was my plan. That's the one I suggested, but then I said I didn't even actually ask how long the trial was for, so.
Oh, yeah, like that works for me.
Oh.
I don't know what my time is gonna be like tomorrow, so.
Idiot.
Wait.
Was that?
Almost forgot to add the tackle back. I'm not sure if you're making updates or if
Yeah.
I'm ready. Okay.
I just unqueued so that we'd immediately requeue, obviously. No, I had, so I don't know if you noticed, but there's basically like two styles of, like, the doors where my build, on my build currently. So I was trying to determine which one I liked more, but I had part limit issues, so I just was like, well, why not both? So I moved, I had basically one on one side and one on the other, but since I'm using both, I figured, okay, I'll just have, like, the middle section be the same on either, and then the back section be the same.
Okay.
And I just hadn't gotten rid of all the parts when I did that.
Ooh, okay.
Wow, this map fucking sucks for being a train.
Good to know. Just turning wiser.
Yeah, well, like, I'm long and thin and easily booped around. And my guns are fixed firing angles, so...
Rip. Oh, it's gonna be a best of luck for me.
Yeah, enemies are being bullies to me this match.
Yikes, are you stuck?
Yeah, but you'd have to, like, push me along the entire way for me to not be stuck, so...
Want doer.
Nah, I think I'll just respawn once we're done in this area, and then probably just focus on hanging back somewhere.
Sounds good.
Well, actually, if you could try nudging me out of the corner. I have a feeling I'm going to just insta-flip, but I might be wrong. Yeah, no, I'm drifting super hard to the right. Alright, that's fine. I'll just respawn.
Alrighty.
Yeah, got one.
Like, at least you're speedy and can catch up a bit faster.
Oh, am I speedy, Regan? Am I?
Like you seem to be.
I go 70 kph.
That's pretty speedy.
It's the
You know,
same speed your build would go if you just equipped the Hans co-driver.
Yeah, but I don't, so you know. Only 64 right now.
65, yo.
Staying at 64.
Oh, this dude's also fucking dead. All right, not a good 2-star raid for us. Having more,
Could be going a lot better.
yeah, having more issues than when we fucking 2-person the hard raid.
Mm. Maybe it's all part of the plan for this
If the plan is to maximize you and the other randos' points, then yeah.
Like, what am I getting?
Well, the low-level dude isn't respawning, so obviously they weren't planning on getting a fuck ton of points either. Everybody has
Yes.
died once on a 2-star raid when we're not even halfway through. Feels bad.
What a time. Good to know your build's star viable, though.
What?
2-star, maybe. Oh, good to know your build is 3-star viable. 2-star, it's stealth.
Yeah.
Another enemy destroyed. Keep it up, soldier. Enemy vehicle immobilized. If not for you, I don't know, man. No more running for that one.
Well,
Yikes. He made it to the halfway point, though, so.
yeah. Alright, well, I'm gonna go pee.
Are you gonna run now?
Alright, let's see if this maybe goes a little bit better. Stop getting tangled up in all these cables. Alright.
Yeah, last one.
That's right, we have retros now, big ones.
It's like these cool.
So, what did you want to do in regards to Division 1 then?
Like, if it's not, then
You're quiet.
it's like not worth it. Like you're saying, Division 2 is a like the updated version of it, right?
In theory, there's a couple of things that Division 1 has that Division 2 doesn't, but I don't know, because like the only real way to test it, I think, would be if. Well, let me ask this way: if you did pick up Division 2, do you think you'd buy the DLC and skip the early mid-game grind thing?
It's a good question. Right now, I'm thinking probably not, but
Okay, because
not
obviously,
against it. Like, if it makes it easier, I guess, to play with you and others, then probably pick it up. But
well, the easiest thing would be for you to not buy the not do the trial and all, just buy that, load in with a level 30 character, and then join me in the end game. But that's not to say you're going to have a very enjoyable time with it. So, yeah, because like, if your option is to buy the base game for both as a pack, or buy the like quick progress one for only one of them, well, I guess you could just buy the other ones separately. Anyway, like the only way you'd be able to really see it, I guess, is if you watch videos and/or I streamed playing it. But I don't know if or how long, if at all, it would take for me to play that for you to get an idea of it, and like
that's
how
for one, right?
yeah, and like how different it is, and if it would also be of interest to you. But
I think, just to make things simpler, for the sale, I just look at just getting Division 2.
alright.
That gives us a bit more time to potentially down the line, like, you know, do the streaming side of stuff. And then, you know, it's on sale. It was on sale last month or something as well, right? Just keep an eye on it. It's only $10, so. Now for the DLC or just base one. Not sure yet. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't even have the DLC. I couldn't tell you how much it is. I couldn't tell you what's involved with it. I couldn't tell you if it's worth it. I couldn't even tell you if everybody in the lobby needs to have it or only one. But like, the only way to get the quick progress is by buying the full shebang. So I'd probably suggest just doing the basic bitch version or the quick progress one. I wouldn't say bother with the DLC one for an extra $10.
Okay.
For what it's worth. That's actually interesting, come to think of it, because like I know it's obviously an option in like quite a few games to like buy progress, especially if you're buying like hard currency for like starter packs and whatnot. But I think this is the first time I've ever actually seen like a buy to like insta level your character thing, at least in the games I play.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. It makes sense though as an option.
Yeah, well, the game's multiple years old at this point too, so for a like co-op loot shooter, it makes a fair bit of sense because, like I said, it helps reduce the gap between. God damn it! I just lost every single one of my hovers to a single mine.
At least you're at foot this time.
Yeah. Not sure how you died though. If you could nudge me into a corner, that'd be swell.
Do you have a preference of which corner?
Probably the one over there.
When you're shooting it?
Yeah. Because that'd let me see this long path and then at least one of the side ones.
Cool, just as planned, yep.
Well done. That's right.
Does that work?
Yeah, thank you very much. Actually, if you could show me, like, so that my back is, like... So if you just basically go in front of me and then drive backwards so that my back is touching the back, just so nothing gets behind me where I can't actually shoot it. Never mind, they did it for me. Oh,
Cool,
no.
thanks, bud.
Doesn't matter, though, if I die. Lol.
Tried.
Well, hey, I mean, I lasted longer than last raid, so...
Upgrades.
Trading pure alpha.
I know we were talking about the division. I don't recall about what though for that.
What?
Thought we were talking about something about the division. I couldn't recall what though.
Mm-hmm. I was just talking about, like, the gap between, like, new and, like, returning players
right.
after multiple years.
Oh right, I remember. So is it more on the grindy side of the gameplay then?
Is what more on the grindy side of gameplay?
The division. Like, is it?
Is
more
it a grindy
overall?
game?
Yes.
Then what?
Crossout's first 10 levels.
Honestly, it's been so long since I did the first 10 levels of Crossout, I couldn't fucking tell you. I'd say... better yet, let me actually just check, lol.
If you get a chance, I need, stuff.
Looks like Rando's got you.
One enemy down.
So I have 50 hours in it. My brother has 40. And Ghosty has 9 hours.
Okay.
So I know that Stuart is max, well, not, like, we're not in the late game max level thing, but he at least, I'm pretty sure we completed, like, the entire campaign and all the side quests and whatnot within 40 hours. I don't know how far Ghosty got. I want to say I think he's a max level, but it seems unlikely he did it in a quarter of the time. So... Yeah, are you like yeah. I'd say it's not bad. Like, you're generally getting like a level up per quest. Like, we hit max level before we completed all the campaign missions.
Okay.
We also played on the higher difficulty than normal, mind you, but like completely doable.
Okay.
Plus, actually, I was thinking I'd just make like an alternate character to play with you, but come to think of it, I think they average the level of 2 players. So in theory, I could join your session as my max level, and you'd basically not be able to kill anything, but anything that we did kill should give you like a shit ton of EXP until we're equal in level. If I'm remembering it right. I could be wrong.
Guess we'll find out.
I have not seen this build before. It's very interesting. Oh, I guess because we don't play a whole lot of medium raids.
Which is that?
It's the It's the cultist again, but it's like a hybrid between the one with the harvesters on all sides and the one with the mastodon. So it actually had the mastodon mounted on like the back right instead of the like middle top.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was quite unique. It looked ugly as fuck, but
In the case, that raid went a lot better.
yeah. Alright, so I basically capped my boost. Where are you at when you're done loading?
That's just in the, like, select mode. at
If
the
you
bottom,
hover
right?
over the ready button.
Oh, cool. Even better. Yeah, basically there.
Okay.
Like 900 off, so.
Yeah, I'm literally at 69948, so I only need
Oh, wow.
52 points. Cool. So you want to just hop now then?
Sure.
Okay. I will get my stream done then and join you on the Xbox party.
Sounds good.